We recently had a lengthy hands-on with Assassin's Creed Origins at Gamescom, and we left pretty impressed. There's a lot of expectation riding on this AC iteration, mostly because fans have been saying how Ancient Egypt was a perfect fit for the franchise for years. Let's hope Ubisoft don't waste it. Here are 6 things we loved about our time with Assassin's Creed Origins, and 2 things we didn't. We already know that there are crocodiles and hippos in Assassin's Creed Origins, but it's nice to see cows, camels, horses, cats, and flamingos get in on the action. The inclusion of more diverse wildlife is never going to be a major game changer, of course, but it definitely works towards making the world feel richer, and not just because there are more things to swing your sword at. Given how many different animals played important roles in Egyptian society, religion, and culture, it would be cool to see if they're used for more inventive purposes here. And maybe there's a chance we'll get more exotic creatures like lions, leopards, and rhinos thrown in at a later date. Bayek's partner Aya is an interesting inclusion in the game. In the mission we played, it's clear there's some tension there because of Aya's devotion to Cleopatra and her forced separation from Bayek due to their respective careers. Which is nothing if not relatable, but is the game setting them up for a tragic death plotline or a double cross? I mean, what is a good Assassin's Creed game without the tragic death of the main character's loved ones to propel them into a bloodthirsty quest for revenge? But a betrayal by Aya, or even a turn of events that forces the two highly skilled individuals to be pitted against one another, could send the story in a very interesting direction. Maybe we've got her all wrong and our only crime is loving us, but for now, we're watching you. The map is absolutely huge. It's actually hard to imagine how all of it is going to be filled in with things to see, do, and kill, but seeing these beautiful ornate temples and pyramids is definitely encouraging. Ancient Egyptian mythology is fascinating stuff, so here's hoping the developers have mined it for lots of intriguing side quests and snippets of visual storytelling. The world of Origins is apparently as big as the ocean of Black Flag, though obviously with land in the place of sea. So if that's the case, we fully expect to be kept busy hunting high and low for secrets. In keeping with how Origins is moving more towards an RPG-style loot and gear system, you can now equip your mounts, which can include camels. It'll be interesting to see how different types of mounts handle, and whether particular species fare better in different environments. For example, using camels in the heat of the desert instead of horses. Maybe horses will work on a limited timer on sand before they can't go any further, or maybe the sand will slow them down indefinitely. Mind you, camels are pretty slow on sand anyway, although that seems to make them better suited for mounted combat. Another detail we quite liked was that mounts have their own name and a little backstory in the menu. Senu is a female Benelli's eagle, and the symbiotic bond between Senu and Bayek looks to be the origin of the eagle vision power that subsequent assassins possess, though it's still in a primitive form here, meaning you can't use it where Senu can't travel, so most places indoors or underground. The upside to it still being attached to an actual eagle, however, is that once you're done scouting and tagging, you can kick off combat by scratching some eyes out. The command will also be useful as a simple distraction, and for redirecting attention when you want to sneak past a patrol. Anything that gives us an extra 20 seconds or so before we inevitably get spotted and all hell breaks loose is fine by us. Honestly, what would be the point of an Assassin's Creed game set in ancient Egypt if it didn't let you do a little bit of tomb raiding? We rode out into the desert and, on no more than a whim, decided to have a peek inside a pyramid. And though we found some loot inside, we couldn't help but hope there'll be some grander tombs to explore later in the game. We want canopic jars, we want mummies, we want ludicrously elaborate designs, and traps to catch would-be grave robbers like ourselves. And surely there will be plenty of tombs to plunder too, given that Cleopatra's reign was apparently closer to the invention of the iPhone than it was to the building of the Great Pyramid at Giza. So even though there's a lot that's got us looking forward to Origins, we still saw a few little things that made us slightly cautious. One would be the voice acting. Sometimes it hits the mark just fine, and then other times it is genuinely awful. Will it be changed before the game launches? That might be unlikely, but we can but hope. The other issue was some of the bugginess that plagued a couple of the cutscenes. Texture pop-ins are one thing, but AC needs to be careful of things like characters just wandering through the protagonists while they're in the middle of a speech, especially if they don't want a repeat of the hilarious but immersion-breaking glitches that surrounded Assassin's Creed Unity's launch.
I wanted him assigned to some out-of-the-way garrison. The man redefines the term friends in high places. He's untouchable.
Hopefully, Ubisoft will be able to address those problems well before Origins releases, as there is a lot of potential in this beautiful open world. If you'd like to see some continuous gameplay, you can check out our Let's Play from the Gamescom show floor, where we also had a look at some other upcoming releases. Feel free to have a look and subscribe to Eurogamer for more Assassin's Creed stuff in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Hen Gerriet, doe het Yahoo!